Okay, I have now begun my multi-tabling video. I think I only have 3 tables open now, and I got 4 more waitlisted. Which table is that? So I watch these averages. Again, when the first 3 are low and the last one is high, I typically play my typical strategy of trying to take down a bunch of small pots. 6 max, it doesn't matter much because there's fewer people to act behind you. 6-5 is not something I'm gonna dance with unless I'm on the button. So we'll see how quickly my decisions deteriorate when I get more tables running. Easy give up. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to 3-bet there. Not out of position. That's an easy fold. I don't have it. Yeah, I'm not going to 3-bet bluff him. Don't have enough hands on him. That king-9 suited is an easy hand to try to steal with. Look, the 2. Ooh, 4 flush. Gin! I got a straight flush draw too. Let's see. Yeah. I was trying to think how I could get stacks in. Yeah. He probably wasn't continuing no matter what. I don't want to 3-bet there. I'm just going to call. He raised pretty low. I'm not a big fan of calling with anything other than a pocket pair. I didn't really want to 3-bet him. Not with ace-jack. Not with only a 65% 3-bet. Okay, he only... what's he got? This is actually I'm going to call. That's actually a tough spot right there. That guy doesn't c-bet very often. He only had a 46% c-bet, so he had something. He raises pretty loose. He's got something. Is it better than what I have? I don't know if I can fold there. See, no matter how much crap I raise, I don't think he's going to call with worse if I bet. Ah, he had a pair of queens. I did have a... Yeah, so he was double barreling a pair of queens with an ace on the board. I had a dynamic with that guy, which was one of the reasons I called. Who am I kidding? I just got lucky. What I was saying is, no matter how many times I get caught raising crap before the flop, whenever I get aces or kings before the flop, all I do is scoop up the blinds. Of course, that's not true. I do win stacks with aces and kings every now and then. It's fun when that happens. But the point to that little diatribe is just to oh my god, did you see that? Did you see that guy bet 8 cents and call a 60-cent 3-bet? Wow. But anyway, the point to that diatribe was, it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the first video about how much evidence I need that the villains are playing back at me. Because when I can raise 5 junk hands in a row and then get no resistance when I finally have a monster, that lets me know that they're just playing their cards. Do I want to call an all-in with 6-7 off? I think I'll pass. I'm going to remember that he shoved there. I'm not going to play back at this guy yet. It is so easy to get folds on these kinds of boards. Unless they have something, of course. I think I'll take a free card. Thank you. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if they both check, do I take a stab at the pot? Could I get one pair to fold? It's an awfully brave move. Let me look at their, when that hand comes back, let me look at their fold to riverbed and, ooh. Okay, I'm going to 3-bet there for value. Yeah, I'm not calling a bet. So that was an easy decision. I wish I had more hands on this guy. I'm going to go ahead and pot that. I wish I had more hands so I knew whether or not he was a... Nah. Why do I bother? I want to 3-bet this guy. I'm going to take a risk there. 2 fish in the hand, so let's see if I can outplay him post flop. Seven, 9, 10, jack. Got a gut shot and a 4 flush. I'm gonna semi-bluff there. And I got absolutely nothing. To bet or not to bet? No, I'm going to give up. I've spewed up enough. I've given enough money to that fish in that hand. Love to know what he had. Boy, I'm getting aces a lot. Love to actually win something with them. At least call. At least call. Come on, call. Call. Come on, call. Thank you. That was so nice of you. Now, if he calls that, he probably has me crushed. With a name like Doggy Style, how could he possibly be a good player? I'm hoping he'll call me with a pocket pair there or something. Look at that. Average fold to flop C bet 69%. I don't play a lot of 10NL, but what I notice, really all I notice is that the 10L tables are just nittier. There's just less pure drooling fish who will stack off with anything. Thought about stealing there. I abuse the button. I love the button. That's my house. You don't push me around in my house. Hands like, yeah, I was just about to say. He has never well, I only have 3 hands on him. He seems pretty aggressive, but he's never 3-bet. And he's never folded to a steal. I'm going to let those 10s go until I have a better read. It's funny that happened because I was just about to say that when I've been raising a whole lot of crap and I get a hand like ace queen or 10s, 9s, even jacks, and somebody finally plays back at me when I have one of those hands, that's the type of situation where I tend to get, see what I mean? Yeah, about that guy. Anyway, I got a 4 flush. I'm gonna bet. Flush! Hope he doesn't have a bigger one. If he does, he'll tell me. I hope he didn't have a set. Yes! A couple of aggressive, yeah. Again, I'm not a big fan of calling before the flop, but I'm going to let that one go. I forgot what I was just saying, by the way. So if you're on the edge of your seat waiting for me to complete a thought, I apologize. I think I was talking about how much trouble I get myself into with hands like 10s, 9s. Now now here's an example. This guy just 3-bet me twice in a row. Is he playing back at me? I need more evidence than just the fact that he 3-bet me twice. He's pretty aggressive. Did you see his 44% raise? But he hadn't 3-bet yet. See, right? Yeah, anyway. That's an easy fold. Why not? I don't know. Why not? Let's have some fun. Flush. Easy fold. I'm going to check call him. That's one of those hands where, I mean, so many villains slow play big hands. Okay, I have to call there because of the pot odds. Yeah, if he has a bigger flush, he can have my money. Yep, I lost that hand. I have an idea, Isabo. Why don't you play that hand aggressively? That villain in that other hand probably had the nut flush. And slow played it. What you're seeing now is what it's normally like when I play. A whole bunch of tables, a whole bunch of decisions, playing by autopilot. Little bit of spew here and there. Just gotta But finishing my thought about the flush, that villain was probably one of those villains that ooh, straight. Come on, bet. Bet with your ace-10, 2-pair. You don't need me to finish my thought. You guys, most of the people watching this video know a slow player when they see one, so. I'm going to let him have that one. I'm going to squeeze here. I'll call for 4 cents with a gut shot. Ugh. See, here's what I'm talking about. I have the C-bet there. I hope he folded. Yeah, that's the price you pay when you 3-bet light like that. Is when you do have to, when your 3-bet gets called, and you do have to c-bet the flop, you're risking quite a chunk of your stack. Top pair, second best kicker. Don't have a lot of hands on that guy. Yeah, I'm not going to try to stack off there. Too many over pairs he could have had. I really try to limit myself to top pair, top kicker. I mean, literally top pair, top kicker or better on the flop before I try to play for stacks. And I like the top pair to be at least queens. Like if you have ace 9 and you flop 9 high, there's too many over pairs the villains could have. I'm tempted to call him. I don't know, he doesn't raise very much. Yeah. When I started recording this video, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to play differently knowing people are going to be watching it. So far, I really haven't. That short-stacked villain on that other table looks like he's on tilt. I'm glad I have position on him. He donked into me. He has never donked, and he's donking into me. I'm going to let him have that one. I'm going to let him have that one. I was talking before about how hands like 10s, 9s, and ace queen can put me in difficult situations when I've been raising a whole bunch of hands in a row. Suddenly I have one of those hands and somebody 3-bets me or 4-bets me, and I always think this is the hand where they're playing back at me and I'm going to trap you with my quote monster unquote. And they always have aces or kings in that situation. Maybe once or twice that's actually worked. I didn't notice there were 2 villains there. I wouldn't have c-bet that if I would have noticed there were 2 villains. So continuing that story, what often happens when I get 6, 7, 8 tables going like this is somebody will 3-bet me on 5 different tables. Well, 5 different villains will 3-bet me on 5 different tables. I'll feel like people are playing back at me, and I'll suddenly start, calling and trying to stack off with marginal hands. Just getting lost in in my stubbornness to, this This guy folds. I wanted to pot that with that monster hand, but that guy folds to a lot of C bets. I just gave up on that last one. I want some money. With my luck, he has king 10. Easy fold. Wow. Yeah, if I was on the... yeah, I'm not going to 3-bet him, not with 8-7 off. Yeah, I don't think my pair of sixes is good when two villains call. See here, this exact spot. This guy goes all in. He's so short stacked, though. I got to call. If he has one of the four hands that can beat me, he can have my money. Huh. Ouch. Well, I got my money in good at least. I think is that the fourth or the fifth time I've been dealt aces just this session. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Either way, it's a lot. Now, if I could just get somebody to pay me with them. That used to tilt the hell out of me, seriously. A year ago, year and a half ago, I would get scared to put any money. Like, my mentality would be, I have aces, I have to win money now, or I'm never going to get another chance, or, you know, it's another 221 hands before I get another chance. And I would slow play, I'd limp, I would just do anything to just try to win something with those aces. But thank goodness I got over that. Kings, the Cowboys, and I flop an ace. That's all right. If he has an ace, he'll tell me. Ah! Woohoo! I'm gonna play for stacks here. If he has queen 10, he can have my money. Ah! I'm disappointed, but you know what? I gave him a chance to make a mistake. When I get a monster like 3 kings, I'm not playing hoping he'll give me another third pot river bet. You know, I want his whole stack. And I gave him a chance to call my pot, and he didn't. So, too bad he didn't have ace queen or something like that. I'm a little nervous there that he has a king. That was the fishy villain I talked about, in the fishy yet maniacal villain that I talked about a lot in my first video. I think I'm beat here. I was wrong. I would have called if he would have bet like half the pot on the river. I'm not sure what draw he was. Ching! Look at that. Please call. I want stacks. I want your whole stack. Please call. I hope you have ace king. Nah. Thought about calling there. Suited ace in position, but nah. Now top set on a raggedy board like the one where I flopped the set of kings, as long as it's a raggedy disconnected board, I actually don't hate a slow play in that situation because you got the board so crushed. I mean, what could everybody possibly be drawing to? Second pair, I'm going to go ahead and bet. If somebody has an ace, they'll tell me. He's pretty fishy. He may be calling me without an ace. I'm going to go fire another barrel. Ace. Oh, I got a straight. I got a wheel. I'm going to go all in and see if he'll call me. If he has 3-6, he can have my money. Second pair, I'm going to go ahead and bet. If someone has a queen, they'll tell me. Yep, somebody's telling me they have a queen, so adios. Mr. Tilt. This video is over half an hour now. I didn't intend for it to be that long, but that's okay. I didn't say anybody had to fold a 3-bet. You know what? I'm going to 3-bet this guy on the button. See what he does. I normally don't like to 3-bet ace-jack because I end up having to fold it to a 4-bet. This is the situation I hate. Then again, that was a king-high flop, so if he doesn't have a king, it's tough for him to call there, especially since I 3-bet him. So I hope he folds. But I don't normally like to 3-bet ace-jack because I have to fold it if I get 4-bet. And ace-jack has too much value, especially in position. Looks like he did fold to my c-bet, so it worked out in the end. Yeah, I prefer, if I'm going to 3-bet, just 3-bet in position, I prefer to do that. Now, look, now he's 3-betting me. He's probably pissed at me for 3-betting him. Now, what do I do here? Do I call him? I don't know. I'm going to let him think he can mess with me, I guess. Let's see. I 3-bet there because I was on the... Ugh, God, I hate it when they... Now, he 3-bet me, so I'm going to let him c-bet. Ooh, flopped a set. I hope somebody has an ace. Somebody have an ace, please. I'm not going to... I'm going to go ahead and raise him here. Because then I know, because that defines my hand, defines his hand, excuse me. Full house. Hot pot shove, baby. Please call. I've seen him do fishy things in the past. I hope I hope calling that bet there is one of them. Oh man, why did it have to be an ace? I'm dead in the water in that hand for sure. How am I supposed to call that? Am I pot committed? Look how passive he is on the river. I gotta fold. I should probably admit to myself I shouldn't have been in that hand to begin with. Nah. Yeah, way to get value for your flush there, Mr. Tilt. Ooh, straight flush draw. Probably got overexcited with that donk there. Check raise probably would have been better. Or actually, what would have been better is if I would have taken my time and looked at the pre-flop raisers. No, nobody raised. So the bet there is fine. If there had been a PFR, the correct thing to do would have been to look at the villain's c-bet percentage, and if it was very high, go for a check raise. If it was 50% or less, I think a donk is okay. Everyone folded anyway. This has been a pretty typical multi-tabling session for me. This is how most of the tables play, where my pre-flop raises usually work. I get in a few tough decisions before the flop. I play a lot of tables. I think I'm just going to call this guy. Then 4 cents? Are you kidding me? Ha! Should I donk here? Oh, I got 2 short stacks. I'm going to donk. Hopefully one of them will have a lower king. Now, there was action on the previous street, but it was those tiny little 4-cent bets. If he has a 6, he can have my money. I can't tell if he reloaded or if I. Oh, looks like I won. I'm up to almost 100 blinds on a short table. Of course, I don't condone being results oriented by any means. It's just fun when it works that way. I got a villain here with a low fold to 3-bet. Neither of them have been squeezed yet. I'm on the button. That last hand is an example of where if I'd been playing fewer tables, I could have taken my time a little more. I'm not crazy about the squeeze there, Because ace king is going to be, well, I don't know. 6, 7, 8. I might still be ahead of him because, or her, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and fire another barrel. Because in that case, that player folds to so... Oh, what nice king. That player folds to so few c-bets that she might have been calling me with like a pair of 6s or something. So I could have gotten a little more value out of her. That's why I felt like betting the turn there was fine. And it looks like she did fold there on the turn. We three kings of Orient are. That'll be the last time I sing, I promise. Yeah, top pair. That king-jack hand, top pair, third kicker against a maniac is a hand. Oh, two pair. And it ought to be pretty easy to get that villain stack. I'm going to take a chance. And the villain probably had 8-10. But that's okay, I'm playing. 29 cents. I'm going to let it go. As fishy as that guy was, I'm gonna 3-bet for value here because he missed. I'm gonna 3-bet the tilt machine for value. Now let's see. I hope he has like kings or queens and folds because he thinks I have an ace. Top pair, good kicker. Now again, this is a situation I don't like against a maniac, but I'm going to bet into him. If he raises me there, I have a very difficult decision. Looks like he did call my full house. Oh, no, that was when I river. Now, what did I have against him? What was it? I don't remember. I had something against him where I went all in on the river hoping he'd call, and I did stack off against him. Queens against a tight player. I'm just going to call here. I don't want a 3-bet because I would be afraid of a 4-bet from that player. Only a 12% raise. Ugh. Now an ace flops. I would love to 3-bet bluff that guy in position. I just don't think I have enough hands on it to be comfortable. I got to let those queens go. Top pair, top kicker. I got a couple. Oh, I got a couple fish in the hand. I hope they both call. Oh boy. I gotta stack off. I'm probably gonna get screwed here, but that guy had somewhat fishy stats there. If I lose a stack, and I'm pot committed there. I think I just got hosed. Or should I say, I think I just hosed. He's given me all these opportunities to 3-bet bluff him. I kind of want to. I had him. He had a. Yep, he had a worse queen. See what I took? That's what. I love it. That's the read I have on this table. Yeah, this is an easy fold. That's another danger of 3-bet bluffing. I didn't take into account how many players there were to act behind me. But that's the thing about experience on a site and a read on a table. I mean, they really do. If they have even somewhat fishy stats, they will stack off with less than top pair, top kicker. I'm always nervous when I stack off with top pair, top kicker, but as you've seen, it can work out. I had a pair of aces against Mr. Tilt there. Top pair, second kicker against a folder. I'm not crazy about that, but I'm going to c-bet it. Well, I'm definitely going to c-bet. That was a no-brainer. What is going on here? This guy doesn't fold to a lot of turn bets, so I'm going to go ahead and fire another barrel. I'm nervous now. I think I'm being slow played. Yeah, I bet into that guy on the turn because, yeah. Did I? No, that's not that table. Not the same table. That same villain is at that same seat on a different table. Flop a set. Woohoo! Against an aggressive player. Okay. 100% c-bet. I think this guy was the PFR, so okay, I'm going for a check raise on that one. Yeah, I know you're all screaming out there. You idiot, you should know who PFR'd. All I can say is, you're right. I would love to just call here. I would have just called here a long time ago, but with 2 hearts there, I want to get the money in now. Ugh, I'm going to win a $1 stack. Oof, OESD, 4 ways. I'm going to bet. Well, that was a full ring table. Now it's a 6 max table. 54 cents to chase. Yeah. Take it, buddy. I won a lot of money off you already. too late now anyway. I think that's the 6th time I've gotten dealt aces in the last hour and a half. That's insane. And the money I'm winning isn't from aces. It's from luck. I'm not sure why I chose that bet size. I was hoping that aggressive guy would raise me. I hate this spot. I hope he doesn't. I hope he has queens, tens, kings, or ace jack. Oh boy. I gotta play him. If he has a 9, I'll just take the bloody nose. That's the spot I wanted. I wanted an overpair, a disguised overpair against an aggressive player. I lose. This table's starting to really suck. I'm probably going to close that one the next time I have a chance. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close this table. I do want to know what that hockey guy raised me with for reference. I want to know what he has when he stacks off on the flop. Thought about 3-bet bluffing that guy. So can't tell. That's where he was sitting, isn't it? He must have folded to my raise. Otherwise, I would have won more than that because we each had like $4.60 stacks. So I wasn't absolutely sure I had the best hand there, but that particular player was pretty aggressive. So an overpair is usually good in that situation. I'm going to 3-bet for value here. I like those suited aces against people willing to stack off with worse. Folds to 44% of C-bets. He'll probably be afraid of that king, so I can C-bet there. Don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I'm actually running really good. I haven't been coolered yet. I probably shouldn't say something like that. 4, 5, 6, 8. Nah, I'm not going to continue with a gut shot. See what I mean about how maniacal that guy is? Fold. Yeah, I'm going to C-bet there for sure. I didn't. Yeah, I'm not going to bet there. If they both check to me, I'm going to bet. That's one of Black Rain's tricks. Villains don't check twice with the hand they like. So I'm going to stab at that and see if I can take it down. Yeah, I won that hand. It would have been more fun if I would have felt like I made a better hand fold, but I don't think I did. I think they both had complete junk there. I'm going to close this off after about an hour. No, I'm not going to raise that. Suited one gappers are outside that range I was talking about in the first video. %, fold to c-bet. Yeah, I'm sorry, 81% fold to steal. I'm going to go ahead and raise my ace there. 75% fold to c-bet. Definitely going to c-bet him on that raggedy paired board. Hopefully I took that down. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. To everyone who got this far, thank you very much for watching.